That was a much better ball game for the Toronto Blue Jays as they bring out the big bats, winning 9-1 over the Boston Sox at Salem Field in Buffalo, and even up the series of one game apiece. What we learned today is the Blue Jays were able to put their foot down on the pedal and not get off the gas. They did yesterday, and they ended up losing. But today, great offensive performance and incredible pitching from the Toronto Blue Jays today. Just an overall great game. You got great pitching, you got great defense, and a lot of timely hits for the Toronto Blue Jays. But before we get to that, any Raptor fans watching this, I just want to let you guys know, obviously, if you don't follow the Instagram page, the link is down in the description for that. But I did post on there saying that with the whole situation that's going on with the NBA and what happened today with Orlando and Milwaukee, and then the few games afterwards that obviously not playing, we don't know what the future holds for the Raptors and Celtics series. So that is the reason why I did not post the round 2 preview video, because we might not even see round 2 game 1 tomorrow. In my eyes, we probably won't. But if we do, then there just won't be a preview video, unfortunately. But again, until we figure out what the heck is actually going to happen with this season and how they're going to do this moving forward, I won't be posting any Raptor content, just for the fact of we don't know what's happening here. Now, they're in a meeting right now to figure that out, so that's great news there. So I just want to give you guys an update on that front. And let's get to this ball game, because this game was incredible. Like I said, the Jays offensively just fantastic. And the pitching performance was incredible today. You know, we knew it was going to be a bullpen day today. And we talked yesterday about, well, why don't you use Wilmer Font in a bullpen day today? Well, I guess the plan was to go with Julian Merriweather, and Charlie Montoya looks pretty smart after that. He wanted Julian Merriweather, then Shin Yamaguchi, and then go at it from there and see what happens. Well, Julian Merriweather was nothing but spectacular in the 2 innings that he went out there and pitched. He went 2 innings, gave up 1 hit, didn't walk a batter, and struck out 3. And any big baseball fans, huge baseball fans that know the ins and outs of the game, when you throw a fastball at 97, 98, the way that he was in this game today, and you throw a changeup at 80, 82, that's 16 to 18 mile an hour difference, and his arm slot doesn't change. The way his arm, some players, their arm slows down and whatnot, and it's easy to pick the changeup up. Clearly, he doesn't do that. That makes those type of pitches next to impossible to hit. And he was mixing it up extremely well today and made a lot of the Red Sox hitters off balance. The only guy who got a hit was Verdugo, who got to his inside fastball. But other than that, he ripped a double down the line. But other than that, no offense. Great job by Merriweather in the first 2 innings to do a job. But the Blue Jays, they helped him out. Bottom of the first inning, Randall Grichuk comes up and on a full count, gets a slider over the middle of the plate, doesn't miss it, barrels it up, left center field, it's gone. Blue Jays lead at 1-0. Great job by Randall Grichuk. Bottom of the second on a 2-1 pitch, Rowdy gets a cutter upstairs and barrels it up, hits it to right field, deep and gone. As the Blue Jays now take a 2-0 lead. Exactly what you want to see. Get on the board early. Give your guys a lead that you can now build on. And the great thing about this pitching staff, the way they did it today, they were able to keep the Jays in the game. Now, what we didn't see yesterday, right? The pitching staff blew up the lead and they were down by 3. And after the Jays already grinded to get 6 runs, they didn't have any more juice left to get any more. But what you saw today is the pitching staff do as well as they did, and it allowed the offense to just go freely. Do a job out there, and they did a fantastic job. Now, Mitch Moreland hit a home run off of Yamaguchi in the top of the 4th inning to make it a 2-1 game. But then Rowdy Tellez comes up with Vladimir Guerrero Jr. on, and, I could say he absolutely crushed this ball, but you guys know the saying, you hangy, he bangy. And that is exactly what Rowdy Tellez did. He got a hanging breaking ball and did not miss it one bit as he barrels it up big time, crushes it to right center field. 2-run shot for Rowdy. That 1-run lead. You're now up 4-1. All right, you can breathe a little bit more now. Great stuff there. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning, and this is where the Blue Jays really break this game wide open here. All right, let's get to everything that happened in the bottom of the 7th. Santiago Espinal doing fantastic things. Singles to left field to start off the inning, turning the lineup over. You love to see it at the bottom of the shop. Doing a job, getting on base for the rest of the guys who are having ridiculously good seasons. Because Kevin Biggio then comes up. He singles to right field, keeps his on-base streak alive. I think he's got like 18 or 19 games for Biggio. And Espinal, being as great as he is, first to third on the play. Now, you have runners in the corners, nobody out. You have a 4-1 lead, yeah, but we saw that yesterday, and that dwindled away pretty quickly. And then Randall Grichuk singles to right field to the opposite field. Great job by Grich. Biggio ends up at second. Santiago Espinal comes in and scores. The Jays now have a 5-1 lead. All right, good. Can we keep building on this? You have first and second, nobody out still. Shaw then flies out. They bring in Bryce, and he throws a terrible wild pitch to Oscar Hernandez. Biggio and Grichuk move up. Now you have two guys in scoring position with one out for Teoscar Hernandez. And Hernandez has a fantastic at bat. Walks on a full count. The bases are now loaded for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And then he rips a ball down the line, 110 miles an hour. Devers thought it was foul. The umpire says it was fair. And it's a bases clearing double for Vladdy. A 3-run double. It's 8-1 Blue Jays. Blows it wide open. And then the next batter, why not? Rowdy Tellez already has 2 home runs in the game. He didn't get a hat trick. But he hits a base hit into the shift. Vladdy comes around to score. It is now 9-1 Blue Jays. And this is where the Jays can now relax. They did for a while. The pitching staff held the Red Sox in check for the longest time to allow the Blue Jays offense to come out guns a-blazing in that 7th, and that's exactly what happened today. Great job by the Jays going out there and doing it. I didn't even think the game was going to happen because of the rain that was coming down. I really thought they were going to, at least delay the game, but they ended up getting through all 9 innings, and the Blue Jays came away with the victory. Great job. Let's get to the offensive numbers here real quick. Kevin Biggio went 1 for 5 in the game with a run scored. Keeps his hitting streak alive. That's really all you want to say from that. Randall Grichuk stays absolutely hot. 2 for 5, 2 runs scored, 2 RBIs. Had the home run for Grich. He's hitting 307 on the year. Great job for Randall Grichuk. And keeps that home run. I think this is 8th home run of the year, considering this guy didn't hit a home run for the first 2 weeks of the season. So fantastic job for Grichuk. Travis Shaw 0 for 4. Still not really sure why he's hitting number 3 in the lineup, even though he's really struggling, only hitting 205 on the year. One of the only guys who really is struggling on this team offensively right now. Hernandez goes 1 for 3 with a run scored in the game, but he walks once. He's hitting 294 with an on-base of 345. He's putting up great numbers this season. And finally, we see Vladimir Guerrero Jr. in big situations come through. He went 2 for 4 in the game, scored 2 runs, had 3 RBIs in the bases clearing double. He has a 2-hit ball game, 3 RBIs. Great job. He's hitting 255 on the year with 333 on base percentage, guys. And his numbers now look a little bit better. He had 2 doubles today, so that is it 2 doubles? I think he had 2 doubles today. So 7 doubles on the year for Vladdy. He scored 14 runs. He's got 13 RBIs. Looking a lot better for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and that batting average up over 250. That's exactly what you want to see. Rowdy Tellez, big night at the dish for him. And the crazy thing for Rowdy is that the Jays just acquired Daniel Vogelbach in a trade a couple days ago for cash considerations. The man, cash considerations. And what that means is hey, you already have a lefty you can hit bombs. You need another one? And that, I don't know if that kind of fired up Rowdy a little bit, but he went out. Today was his first game. Obviously, he came in a pinch hit yesterday, but he had his first game today starting since that move happened, and he goes 3 for 4, scores a couple runs, 4 RBIs, hits 2 dingers. What a night for him. He's hitting 254 on the year, and how many home runs does now Rowdy have? I think it's 6 on this year? Yeah, he has 6 on the year, 17 RBIs. He's got 11 runs scored, and actually the strikeout numbers for Rowdy is lower than I thought. In 21 games, guys, I think he struck out today once, if I'm not mistaken, or did he even strike out today? He did not. That is only struck out 13 in 22 games. That's not that bad. He's having a pretty good season as Rowdy Tellez. And then Santiago Espinal rounding up the lineup. Gurriel went 0 for 2, but I think he walked twice. He did. And Reese McGuire continues to struggle with the bat. The catching position really, really brutal for the Blue Jays so far this season. I mean, Danny Jansen had 2 hits yesterday, but Reese McGuire 0 for 4 in the game today. He's hitting .094. He is having a terrible season right now offensively. And Santiago Espinal just continuing to impress us night in, night out. 2 for 3 with a run scored in the game today. He also walks once. He's now hitting .270 with a 300 on base. Obviously a very limited sample size for Espinal, but he just does so many things. to help this team and make them so much better. Great job. Jays scored 9 runs on 11 hits and only strike out 6 times. A big night at the dish for the Toronto Blue Jays. Great job there. Now let's get to the pitching staff, where a lot of great things happen. We talked about Merriweather's numbers. We're not going to talk about him. But Shun Yamaguchi picks up his first big league victory. 4 innings, 2 hits. He gives up the 1 run, strikes out 2, and walks a couple guys. And, I think the 2 walks, or it was the hit and the walk, that happened in 1 inning. So he did a really good job through 4 innings. I thought he was fantastic. His ERA drops down to 4.26 on the year. Very serviceable if you're Shun Yamaguchi. Great job by him. Rafael Dolis goes out there and goes a clean inning. No hits, 1 walk, and a strikeout. Great job by him. And Anthony Bass goes out there in the 8th inning, even though you're up 9-1. I think they wanted to get him some work in. I think he had some back issues. They kind of wanted to work him back from that. He goes an inning, no hits, no walks, a strikeout for him. Great job. And to close out the ball game in the top of the 9th inning, Sean Reed Foley. Have not seen him at all this year. It was in Rochester. And then he gets the call here for the Blue Jays, obviously with the injuries that this team has sustained over the last little bit. And with Sean Reed Foley, you've seen flashes of greatness from him, but the thing is, you've seen him as a starter, and I think that's a big thing coming into this, because you see Sean Reed Foley as a starter, and his numbers, he's had some very good games. He had 2 10 strikeout games, one against the New York Yankees, for goodness sakes, and he's looked really good at times, but then he gets wild, and it's really, really rough to watch. And he lives around 93, 94 miles an hour with the fastball, but again, if it's not strikes, it doesn't really matter. And we see him out there for his first outing this season, and Sean Reed Foley, I gotta say, looked really good. He went a clean inning, didn't give up a hit, didn't walk about it, didn't strike out a guy, but a clean inning for Sean Reed Foley. And his fastball, guys, it touched 96, 97. So, and with the fire that he plays with, reminds me kind of like that Jason Grilli, Marcus Stroman kind of fire. I think that might play in the bullpen. I really do. The velocity in the fastball, he's got a sharp breaking ball. You get strikeouts. Back into the bullpen, you really need strikeouts. And the energy that he has out there in big situations, you kind of need that kind of stuff. So, again, another piece that the Blue Jays could have. You saw Travis Bergen go back to Rochester. He was on the taxi squad, something like that. And he picked up an inning and 2/3 and looked really good there. The Blue Jays have a lot of depth right now with the pitching staff, whether you're talking starting pitching or bullpen-wise. They have looked really good, and the bullpen today was awesome. They walked 3 guys and gave up 3 hits. That's it. Well, they gave up the 1 solo shot to Mitch Moreland, but that was it. Great job by the pitching staff. Great job by the defense. And timely hits and big hits did the job today. Fantastic game for the Toronto Blue Jays. Now, the question is, what's going to happen in the finale of the series? It goes tomorrow, 6:37 first pitch. It's supposed to be Ryu and Perez, but neither of those guys are pitching that game, if I'm not mistaken. Or no, the bullpen day is supposed to be on Friday, but they might push Ryu back. I don't know how they're going to play it. As of right now, it says Ryu and Perez, but I think for the Red Sox, it's some guy it's his first big league start tomorrow. I don't know the name of the guy, but I think they said in the broadcast that some guy's making his big league debut tomorrow. So it's not going to be Perez. Whether it's Ryu or the bullpen, we're not sure. But let's just say it's going to be Hyun-Jin Ryu on his regular day rest. Ryu, as we all know, in his last, 4 starts, has been absolutely spectacular for the Toronto Blue Jays. So, can he continue tomorrow against the Boston Red Sox and get the series win? That's what we all hope for. Blue Jay fans, we don't really care what happened with the Baltimore Orioles. They're actually losing right now 4-3 to the Rays, going to the top of the 9th inning, so the Orioles have their last shot at offense right now. But honestly, it doesn't really matter. The Blue Jays control their own destiny right now. They win ball games, they'll be in good shape, right? Because after this series against the Red Sox, the Baltimore Orioles come to Salem Field. So you could arguably say that is the biggest series of the year for the Toronto Blue Jays. I think it's a 4-game set, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. A 4-game set against the Orioles at Salem Field after tomorrow's game against the Bo Sox. So that's the thing. Do you want to put a bullpen day out there tomorrow and have Ryu out there for game 1 against the Orioles? It's going to be interesting to see how this team plays this out heading into tomorrow's ball game. But it's going to be really interesting. I got to say, Charlie Montoyo, I tip of the cap. I said, you guys can go back in my video. I said, why the heck are you going to put Wilmer Fine out there in that situation? You can have him in the opener tomorrow. They decided to go Merriweather, Yamaguchi, and so on and so forth. And it worked extremely well. So I give Charlie credit for that. He deserves it for that because we've given him a lot of craziness over the entire year, really. But that move, I think, was very smart, and it clearly worked for the Toronto Blue Jays today. All right, you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and enjoyed the game there this evening, smack the like button. Do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, your thoughts on the game. What'd you like? What'd you not like? If you didn't like anything from this video, please explain it to me, because I'm not really sure what you're looking at if you don't like something from today's game. You could say Travis Shaw in the third spot. That's about all I got from that. But, guys, comment down below everything, guys. Go crazy, honestly. I want to hear everything you guys want to talk about when it comes to Toronto Blue Jays baseball. Twitter is down below for myself. Follow up, send me a DM, all that great stuff. Also, I mentioned earlier by the Instagram page. The link is down in the description below, so if you've not followed up already, please go do so. And I will talk to you guys Leafs edition whenever they make another trade, because it's bound to happen at some point. Raptors edition, whenever we figure out something's going to happen, whenever we figure out game one's going to be for the Raps and Celtics, if it's even going to happen, because it seems like the season's in jeopardy as well. So I don't know what's going to happen. Your guys' guess is as good as mine at this point. But we'll talk to you guys Jays edition for sure tomorrow evening as the Blue Jays take on the Boston Red Sox in the finale of the 3-game set at Salem Field. As Ryu, it says Ryu and Perez, but some guy's making his big league debut for the Boston Red Sox, and it says Ryu right now, but we'll see how Charlie plays it out, if he's going to go another bullpen day tomorrow and push Ryu back against the Orioles. We'll have to wait and see. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Talk to you guys then.